celebrated 33 years of marriage, which coincides with the 22nd anniversary of our great movement, the Congress for Democratic Change. What a beautiful day. I would like to thank the great people of Grand Gila County for hosting the CDC in the beautiful county and all the support over the years. I also want to use this opportunity to thank all the leaders of other political parties who join us today to celebrate the historic founding of our movement. Let me thank the following political leaders for their solidarity today. Mr. Arizona Cummings of the ANC, Mr. Musa Assembly of the CMC, Mr. Benena Urid of the ALP, Mr. Simeon Freeman of the MPC, Mr. D. Maswell Sakimayan of MURI, Senator Thomas Yaya Dimle, former Justice Minister, Cabinet Janet, former Finance Minister Marakona, along with other dignitaries. Your presence in Swahili proves that political party leaders who seek the best interests of Liberia can and must work together. I also extend a thanks, special thanks and appreciation to Madam Joel Howard Taylor, former Vice President of Liberia and standard bearer of the MPP, for her strong statement of support issues today. Today, I speak to you with a heart full of gratitude, pride, and determination. 22 years ago, the movement was born, not in the corridor of power, not among the wealthy and privileged. It was born in the hearts of ordinary people, in forgotten communities, among market women, students, motorcyclists, farmers, workers, and young people who demanded to be heard. 22 years ago, Liberians of every stripe stood up and declared, this country belongs to all of us. That declaration became the Congress for Democratic Change. The CDC was never just a political party. It was and remains a revolution of hope. A movement of ordinary people determined to do extraordinary things. The CDC proved that every Liberian, regardless of status, can dare to pursue their dreams. Fellow Liberians, I've been privileged to lead this great movement. As you know, my story is shared by the vast majority of Liberians. I was not born into political power. Georgia is an ordinary Liberian child with extraordinary dreams, sharing the same struggle as millions of our people. When the CDC embraced me, it was because this movement embodies a core belief that leadership should not be inherited. It must be earned. That is why the journey from the slum to the presidency was never about George Weah. Yes. It was about the market women. It was about a struggling family. It was about a young person seeking an opportunity. That is why the priority of my presidency was to lift ordinary people out of poverty through the construction of roads, market building, housing unit in poor communities, and making education affordable and accessible. These and many more we achieved in spite of huge challenges. When I walked into the executive mansion, millions of Liberians walked together, we have built the most powerful grassroots political movement in Liberia. Together, we have changed our country's political history. Together, we have achieved what many believe impossible. And yet, much remains to be done. And together, we can do it. My fellow Liberians, today,
Kwenjira Kante hoye! Kwenjira Kante hoye! The reactionary elements will not succeed. Thank you, DJ. Thank you.
Difficult challenges. Across Liberia, our people are asking questions. They were promised rescue. They were promised transformation. Now we see how that promise was granted in deceit. Families are struggling. Young people and entire communities are being forgotten. Businesses are closing. Hardship has taken over the land. The gap between political promises and the reality we face is stark. These are legitimate concerns, and the Liberian people deserve answers. We again thank all opposition political parties and civil society institutions that have honored our invitation to celebrate this great occasion with us. You are our brothers and partners on this journey. We are grateful for your presence. The CDC, as a responsible member of the opposition community, will continue to hold the government accountable. We will continue to defend our democracy as we witness signs of our dark past re-emerging. The Unity Party government led by Joseph Boakai is rolling back our democratic gains. Political opponents, especially former officials of government being persecuted, free speech is being trampled upon while the security forces engage in brutality against peaceful citizens. Mr. Boakai has undermined the rule of law, refusing to abide by rulings of the Supreme Court, threatening judges into submission to toe the line of the executive branch. National security has been compromised with foreign troops occupying Liberia's sovereignty territory while the regime has proven tough, being unable to find solutions to the border encroachment in Lofa County. Security forces are not being used to protect the state, but to brutalize peaceful citizens and destroy their homes. Liberia has turned into a narco state with officials leading the drug trafficking network being shaded by the UP administration, as they itself is a part of the government itself. We must continue to stand with the Liberian people. My fellow partisans, guests, and fellow Liberians, there are those who believe that we were finished. They said our best day will be on us. To them, I ask, look around Zwaju, look around Grand Jesus, look across Liberia, look at the multitude who still believe in our cause. The movement built by the people cannot be destroyed by propaganda. The movement built on hope cannot be defeated by temporary setbacks. The movement rooted in the hearts of ordinary Liberians cannot disappear. The CDC is alive. The CDC is united. The CDC is organized. The CDC is energized. And the CDC is coming back to power. We are here today, not only to celebrate the past, but to prepare for the future. Today marks the beginning of the next chapter, the chapter of renewal, the chapter of reorganizing, a chapter of victory. The road to 2029 begins today. I've called upon every citizen, the opposition community, and Liberians in general to rise and prepare for the political battle ahead. This is not the time for division. This is not the time for complacency. This is not the time this is the time for mobilization, a time to march forward. Let the message leave Zwaju today and travel across every county, every district, every town, and every village. May God bless the Congress for Democratic Change, and may God bless the Republic of Liberia. And
Thank you very much. Put your hands together for former President George Manneh Weah, the political leader of the movement that was birthed 22 years ago and continue to tower in the body politics of Liberia with 6 years as ruling party. Today, we've gathered here to observe and commemorate the history of the CDC. So if you listen to the political leader, are you ready, Virginia County? Because we are staying here, we are reaching to the most important moment. ANC, are you ready? One shot for Alexander Cummings. 2 shots for Mr. Cummings.